Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm in the kitchen today, and this is after I did the food haul from the food pantry. So I have a lot of tomatoes. So I'm going to make me a salad with the tomatoes, and I already had some iceberg lettuce, little broccoli, and then those beautiful tomatoes that they gave me from the pantry. Y'all, they are so good. And they were so good the other night on that tomato sandwich that I made. So I'm just gonna grill. I have like 6 little pieces of frozen shrimp that I thawed out and cleaned. So I have a little bacon grease here. I'm just gonna grill them for no more than 2 minutes on each side, because I always cook my shrimp to death, and I don't want them cooked to death today. I want them to be kind of delicious and juicy in the salad. So let me go ahead and get my shrimp cooked. I got me a big old potato bacon in the oven, and I have sour cream to put on it, so I'm so excited about that. So that's going to be my lunch today. And I want to take this moment to just thank everybody for coming back and watching my videos after the sabbatical that I took for, I guess it was close to 2 months. I think last month I only uploaded 8 videos, and so I decided I better, get the lead out of my britches and get busy. It is my job. It's a part-time job, and I enjoy it so much. But as with all things, you can't just go 24/7 for 7 years without stopping and taking a break. So there just came a time to where I was feeling burnt out. But I'm back, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm so happy that y'all stayed with me and you didn't abandon me. Thank you so much for being so loyal and loving towards me. I really appreciate it. So let me go ahead and get my shrimp grilled, and then I will toss up this salad and have a nice lunch. Now by the time you see this, you will have already seen the food pantry haul. Okay, so let me just put the timer on for 2 minutes. Most of the time I make my salad without any type of meat, but I thought, well, I probably do need to add some protein because it's still kind of early in the day and I want my energy level to stay up. I'm cleaning my apartment. Y'all, for this apartment that only have one resident, it sure gets dirty fast. Even the floors get dirty, and I don't even wear my shoes inside. I take my shoes off at the door. A lot of the dust on my floor is from the washer and dryer. It needs a really good cleaning out. It doesn't have a normal lint filter in it because of it being the washer and dryer combo. It just has a little tray down in the bottom, which I got down on my hands and knees and removed it and pulled it out and everything, and all that came out was some water, which was normal. They said to put a tray or something underneath to catch the water, but there was really no lint in it, so it seems like all of the lint, filters out into my apartment. So I'll try to get in there. It has some rubber seal, like gaskets, all the way around the interior of the door part where the door latches onto the dryer. So what I'm going to do is try to get in there with a toothbrush and scrape out all of that lint. I'm tired of all this lint being on my floor all the time. Let me raise the window. I don't want to turn the fan on because then y'all couldn't hear me talking. And I don't want that the alarm to go off. It's loud enough to wake the dead. I don't know, for some reason it doesn't seem like 2 minutes on each side is long enough, is it? I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt. You can't eat raw shrimp, can you? Let me flip it one more time. Even though these say that they're deveined on top, and they still have that vein underneath the bottom, so I'll wash them and clean all of that out. I don't want to eat that. When we lived in Freeport, Texas, we would get fresh seafood out of the Gulf. Oh, Lord, y'all. The oysters were huge. I mean, they were like that. And you actually had to open them up and clean that off. Digestive stuff out of them. Oh, they were so good. That seafood from the Gulf there in Houston and Freeport, Texas area. Oh, so good. I worked for a local newspaper there called the Brazos Sport Facts. It was in Brazos County. Okay, so there is my shrimp. Okay, I'm just going to throw in my lettuce and broccoli. I already have it cut up. I like putting fruit in my salad, so having about 1/4 of an apple. Well, I got to get to the eye doctor. I'm going to call my insurance company and find out how much it's going to cost me because I really need prescription eyeglasses. I still have my old pair, but I just, the lens on them are so narrow that it's hard to differentiate between the lens that, you know, for distance and then the bifocals. They kind of are so close together in the frames. Really, whenever you have, I guess they call it progressive lens like that, you need a pair of glasses with fairly big lens to accommodate that space for the bifocals. Have a little bit of orange left over. I know this is going to squirt all over my shirt. Do y'all ever, when you go shopping and you deliberately pick up an item because the sign on the shelf says it's on sale, and then when you get up to the checkout, it rings up regular price? That happens to me all the time, and it makes me so mad. Happened to me the other day. I just ran into Ideal to pick up milk and bread and some salad dressing, and so they had this. It was marked on sale for $2.29. Of course, it rang up $3.50, something like that. It is a big bottle, 15 ounces. So the cashier, the sale paper was right there on the checkout. So he got it and started thumbing through the sale paper, couldn't find it. So I just I left the checkout line and went to the aisle where the salad dressing is and pulled the little sale sign, the sign that was taped onto the shelf, and took it up there to prove to him, you know, that they're on sale. That's the only reason I picked up the large size. You know, otherwise I would have bought the smaller one. I was short on money, so I really didn't want to pay regular price. Didn't want to pay regular price even if I'd had plenty of money. Wasn't there a store that used to advertise if they rang up the wrong price that you get it for free or something like that? Probably Kroger or Publix, one of those stores. I loved shopping at Publix when I lived in Florida. It's such a nice, clean store. The stores up here are okay. They do try to keep them as, you know, well stocked and clean as possible, but being in New York, they have so much traffic in and out that it's hard to keep them very clean. The tomatoes that they gave us were really beautiful. Top quality. Now this salad dressing is not nearly as good as Italian restaurant style from Aldi. So I received a few PayPal donations for food. So I thought, well, I'm really going to make this stretch. I appreciate it so much. Put some black pepper on it and just a dash of salt, and I'm going to go ahead and toss this. I buy iceberg lettuce. I know they say that it doesn't have any nutritional value, but I still like it. It lasts. A head of iceberg lettuce is still under $3. I think most of the time I get it for $1.99 for a head of lettuce. I think that's a great buy. It's always, it stays crispy for a long time. It lasts a long time. Should I put another tomato in it? I want to put a couple of these tomatoes in my goulash, so I think not. I'll just add the shrimp. Let me check on my potato. Let me pour it into my bowl. I can't ever remember that lady's name that made this set of footwear. But I want to call her the Pilgrim Lady. So here's my potato. It was a huge potato, y'all. I picked them up when I went to go to Aldi the other night with the PayPal donations that I received. I got there about 8 o'clock and they closed at 8. I thought they were open until 9. So I really needed some food, so I ran over to Trader Joe's. They're not too far from the Aldi, and they were open until 9. So I went in there and they had these huge Idaho potatoes, and they're priced per potato now. Even apples are like $1.29 each. When did they start pricing produce by the item and not by the pound? That's so weird to me. I guess maybe they make more profit that way. I don't know. But anyway, I got the biggest potato that was offered, and so I'm just eating half of it. So here's my baked potato, and then here's my delicious shrimp tossed salad. And I can't wait to get back over to Aldi and buy that restaurant-style Italian dressing. Okay, so I guess I will go ahead and sign off now and eat my lunch. So y'all, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe and join my YouTube family. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all, just keep on coming back. Bye.